Now I'm getting my own self confused. I think I'm on blessed too. I hope I am. Y'all, I got mixed up a little bit. Am I on blessed too? We back for a minute. I'm still having technical difficulties, but I hope I can stay on here long enough. But if it's still persist, because it's a hell of a windy out there, I'll just fall off and I'll be back again later on. We bye. Okay, good. Yes, I am. All right, cool. Thank you, Manny. I ain't gonna be on that long. Hey, Miss Boy, send me Dizzo. Thank you, Lady Nika. Hey, that's in chat. Okay, y'all know I got a new number as well. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna make this no long introduction. Let me just get out to you. I don't want to be like Sakine over there and just take all day to get to the point. Y'all know I'm not gonna do all that like that. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Because I be having a hard time getting to my blessed tune here. Let me see something. Okay. It's hard for me to get on it over there, over here, over there. We're trying to go somewhere. Hey, one and only. Now, let me address this real fast, y'all. And I really always thought I would never have to come on here and explain the situation. You know, everybody know that I have taken Kiki under my wing. And I don't have anything still bad to say about him. However, I was confused, kind of hurt feelings a little bit that he would get on the live and single me out like that. I just heard Lady Nika saying it, and I said, "What is up with that?" Now, the only thing happened this morning, I started talking over Kiki because I've already explained to him a situation happened a couple of months ago. Please don't come on here doing the most with these young ladies. It's not a good look for you. And it's definitely a good look for me, being a woman of a particular age, to have a young man on here telling young ladies, fuck you, bitch, suck my dick, and all this. So once upon a time that happened, I took the mod stick for a while. I talked to him. But I think he got upset this morning because, first of all, y'all, I was having technical difficulties and I was kicked out my own life for a good 10 minutes, I assume, probably was more. It took me a while. So I had texted him and told him, just keep going. I'm trying to come back. Just run the thing. I was under the impression he was doing good. Because when I came back, I joked around and said, I hope you didn't get ratchet or whatever. He said he didn't. Everybody in the chat was saying he did good. I didn't think nothing of it. So then now listen, y'all, I'm having what, 434, a little over in my chat. It's impossible to see every single comment. And not that I'm trying to put up every single comment, but I was seeing a little bit of what Pizarro was thinking. I said, no, but they troll each other. They go back and forth. Pizarro don't internalize. She having fun. She don't care. To me, Kiki gets a little serious. And I'm saying, no, but you apologize to her and all like that. And then all of a sudden he's saying something about Billie Jean. So I'm definitely not trying to let it go this way. I don't want it to go left. So every time he tried to get a little loud, I said, I'll move away from that. We ain't going there. I don't want to go there. And I felt like he had the utmost respect for me because I don't let him come on my channel cursing like that. And he respect me not to do that from the way he was acting when he first came on here. And a lot of people still hold that against him. They even holding against me. Oh, I allow him to come up here and do this. I get all kind of texts. I don't tell him about all the texts and emails I get when people saying that, how a straight man don't hang around all gay men like that. And the reason why he let them gay men go back for like that, because he ill, he bi, but he don't want to say because he married. Yeah, Kiki, I get all that kind of stuff, but I ignore it because I know you for you. I don't go by what nobody say about you. Well, why you don't never go at no man? Why he don't never did? I don't know. All I know is the relationship that I formed with him. So he said he would never come on live And Pop didn't say nothing about Lady Nika, but then he did that this morning. All you had to do is say, I got no, I don't want no more YouTube friendships on here, this and that, that's not, but you singled us two out. Which then again, let me come back to something you said, and I harped on it 2 or 3 times. Y'all be trying to tell me, no, I don't never tell a grown man what to do. My son, my husband, nothing. I suggest, I give suggestions. You can take it or you can leave it, is what I do. And I said that, and I've always say, take it or leave it. I'm only trying to tell you, since you knew when you first came on here, you didn't know nobody, you jumped in head first. You didn't follow, you didn't know what's going on. As time went on, you got better. You take 3 steps forward, 1 back. This time you took 5 steps, 1 back. Now you done took 5 steps, 3 or 4 back. Because now you make these ladies come at you even more. But I know you was wrong for doing the most she did to you. I know them other people, the little gremlin other lady did like that. But then you got to make up your mind too if you want to keep that going on with them. See, as long as you keep that going on with them, they got something to keep doing. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And I say it all the time. You know what I'm saying? People tell me stuff all the time too. I take it under consideration. So some things you took under consideration, some things that you didn't. Like you had a great idea to do something in your town, as far as going around traveling, talking about rest. That was a great idea. You know, and then somebody saying, well, the email after live, he got new alliances that's going to let him come up there on their panel and do the most disrespect women the whole 9 yards. People saying it to me. I said, well, then if that's what the person do, that's what they do. But mine is not like this over here. And believe it or not, people think I liked it. That no, I didn't. I was always behind the scenes telling them don't do that. Billie Jean ain't to me. I didn't see her say nothing to him here. Then I saw her say something 1 or 2 times, and I saw him. I said, they out the chat. We're not gonna worry about Trove or anybody else. Because Billie Jean ain't a troll. But I'm saying, basically, you're on the panel with me. You're gonna always argue to anybody as long as you stay in the chat. Now, but my thing is, I was really surprised that you did that. Fine, that's fine with me. We can move on. But all I did to you this morning was not let you go on, because when you went stop and you did start disrespecting me, even though I asked you not to do that, you was trying to slide that in about Billie Jean. I didn't go lick them all up. But they said you did say something about adoption or something. I didn't know that part. I thought you was doing good, and I did see some comments, but not all of them. And the most of the ones I was really reading was Pizarro when she was trying to talk to you, but I didn't even want to. I read a little bit and I stopped. Trying not to hide. I'm trying to start reading them now, so I won't highlight stuff because I'm not trying to go there with that. So just like once before, I had to bag up, move my mind sticking. I just got to do it again now that I know your true feelings about me. Okay, you're right, Lady Nika. I was trying not to have everybody against him again. But to the person that just emailed me and say he's acting like that because he's showing out because he got a new alliance, well, fine, show out. But let me tell you, everybody ain't gonna go for all that what you do. Your temper is too short. I don't care if you bisexual. I don't care if you whatever you. That's your personal life. I don't care. People been saying it ever since you came on here. Then they want to compare you to Tommy Sotomayor because you quick to go in on a woman. I'll protect you on that. Oh, they stopped watching me because you were up here because I joked around. And the word Joke, joke, saying co-host by default. Everybody know I don't really have a co-host for real. It's just all in fun because I know it was making the gremlin and the other ones mad. Okay, so I'm moving on like what you said. But I don't got no smoke with you. I'm gonna keep it that way. But I don't know. You got a temper. The fact you came on and you really called out my name and Lady Nichols for sure, Lady Nika. So now I know that's the feelings because I know you felt that way from this morning when you start saying y'all, trying to tell me. Nobody ain't trying to tell you nothing. I've never tried to tell you nothing. I give you advice. I even would give you a little piece of history and now and then. You don't know nothing. Like I told you a little history of Larry the other day because Clyde Diva didn't know who Larry Nelson was all the way. You didn't either. But the fact that you did that to Billie Jean, and I hope she see this, I need to apologize to her once again, but it ain't going to happen no more. I felt disrespected and all that. And like I said, I really thought it was cool. I really thought when people said no, he ran my channel while I was kicked out real good. I mean, I couldn't even come back on to make a comment to end the live or nothing. I was stuck. I was just froze on my computer, even on the phone. I was just froze. I couldn't make a move. So when I came back, I joked and I said, "Oh, I hope you didn't do too bad. I hope you read some kind of way I put it." Everybody in the channel said no, he did a good job. So I ain't think nothing over of it until I started seeing slowly but surely a comment here, comment there, trying not to stay too much in the chat, but at the same time trying to acknowledge people. I like to speak to people sometimes. And I highlight some comments to see somebody. So I didn't know about that part about her upbringing or whatever past. I didn't know that that part went on. I really didn't. So once again, Billie Jean, I hope you see this or somebody tell you. I apologize for that because no way at all I wanted that to happen. Now, to y'all that didn't see it, I think his live is still up. And it's I don't know, have no YouTube friends. I'm good. Well, fine. Fine. You only had somebody really sticking up for you when a lot of people hated you, and a lot of them still do. I've lost a lot of people watching me because I'm saying I don't care what y'all say. I'm giving the young man a chance. Okay? You have too many enemies. You blow up for no reason at all. One lady called in one time, was talking about what Sir King did. Uh, do you like Sir King? No, not really. But why are you speaking on? I didn't understand that. It's just a lot of stuff. And then I smooth it on out. And then I be trying to tell you, well, you talk about people too that you don't like. I'm trying to have your back because I don't tell you everything about all the emails and texts I get, how people said that you running my channel. And why you don't go off on men, why you always talking to women extremely bad. I just don't, but I'm telling you now, you just don't know all the backlash I be taking. All because I have faith in you that you're going to make it and do well. Now, if you got you some new alliances where you can go and tell the ladies, kiss my dick, bitch, and call them all kind of names, well, then by all means do it because you're right, you can't do it over here. But you'll try to sneak it in, which is disrespect. I saw people in the chat saying he's being disrespectful to the rest. And I'm thinking, no, it's just some of your haters. But after hearing all this, when the live went off, and then somebody sent me a link, go over and look at what he's saying about you, I said, I'll be darned too. Okay? Now that's wrong in all kind of ways. You could have picked up the phone and say, Bless, I don't appreciate you stopping me from going left. I don't appreciate you telling me I can't cuss these ladies out, in your chat. Because I said, go to yours. You're right. You said, I don't want to mention person there. I said, please don't. If it's going to be like that, you mention your name in my private chat on the stream yard. And when you put that name, I said, no, don't do that. And thank you for respecting me. So is that why you got mad? Are you serious? I have never came over to your chat or your panel disrespect nobody. And if I had to block somebody, I told you about it. Or I tried to text you to tell you this person doing this. I even with Pink Booty, I know you don't want him there. But before I blocked him on that second Christmas Derby like he do when you don't take no for an answer, I told you first, you said no, get him out of here. So I don't just block people in your chat. No, it's not that we finally figured him out. We already know he's hot-headed. But he actually went live with something that we would never have did to him to speak to us when he could have picked up the phone. We know he a hothead. We know that. So the part we're talking about, why would you make a live doing that? We would have never did that to you. To my y'all telling me, I always catch on when you use that word y'all. I know you always be talking about us when you say fuck y'all. And then when I ask you what we included in, you say no. But at least today you showed us how you really feel about us. You showed us that you really didn't like, taking under consideration things we might tell you. And Lady Nika, she's a soldier on here and she's been on here a long time. She know better than me. She just be trying to let you know you're starting out wrong as far as to get people follow you. Now, if you want to be still on that side where you totally ratchet, totally disrespectful, you got people like mess like that, but by all means do it then. Because I'm only going to go so far with it. There's no way I want you to come on here and disrespect none of these young ladies like that. And then you even on in, even though I asked you not to, and you say you not. Now that was disrespectful. I have never disrespected you. Anything I told you, I tried to tell you on the right side. Even when people coming over there telling you to do it and go along with you and cuss people out and stuff over there, I'm still telling you opposite. So I tell you one day, I said, well, maybe it's my generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to tell you what's right that I feel is right. Don't go there to you, or you got someone to roll with you. You know what I'm saying? Gonna tell you go there because that's what they do. So if that's what you want, by all means, go do it. But you did not have to make a live. And I know the kind of attitude you got. You still telling me what to do. Tell me make a live. No, I'm letting you know you could have picked up that phone. But you actually came on and said our names. That's what I'm talking about. Anything I've ever told you or said to you, I can say it in public. Because most of me giving you tea is some history. And letting you know who I fooled around with, who I never fooled around with, whatever. So, and I'm saying this just in case you want to say some things, because now I'm under the pressure. That's what you would do. I'm glad I didn't really go in on nobody, because that's what you're reminding me of now. You know what I'm saying? Any tea I may have gave you some history when you need to know something. It is what it is. I'll repeat some history. But I am shocked that you would even go there like that. So it's not about somebody told y'all so, y'all should let them go and all this. That's what people saying now, and that's what they're going to keep saying. But I still don't hate you. I still wish you well. And you got every right to speak back up for your child. But then, like, I'm going to give you an example. We were talking about when the incident happened on here. And all the person said was, what would you have done for your child? Oh, don't talk about my daughter, bitch, going on daughter. I said, that's not what she's saying. I said, because I can use an example too. If that was my granddaughter child, what I would do. So it's like, sometimes when I'm trying to tell you, people is not going in, they're giving examples. They just paint the picture. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about you like that. They're not doing that. And you just blow up for no reason at all. No, I'm going to let you go drag that lady this morning here. I didn't see her doing nothing to you. So I needed to come back and address this because I won't be addressing it no more. But I'm glad to know how you truly feel. Okay? I truly see how you really felt. And I figured, and I kind of knew it because you kind of say stuff like that anyway. And if I call you on it, no, I didn't mean y'all though. That's what you would always say. But this morning, you notice I brought her 3 times. What do you mean? Y'all keep trying to tell me. Y'all ain't trying to tell you nothing. And why are you saying it this morning? Because somebody said you was trying to show up in front of Clyde. I said, show up for what? He ain't cursed over there. What was he doing? Trying to show up in front of his new people? Well, if that's the case, he could have did all that cursing and show out that you can't do that over here. But that's what they're saying now. It's not me. Because I think the lady a nice lady. I've been watching her, but that's what they say. That you probably can go there and do it. So you got you some new alliances. So that's what you're doing. And you turn and get somebody that really, really was trying to have your back and losing people, subscribers. Sometimes if you got really too far, they really felt strongly. Are people that don't want to come over here and watch because of you. So that's how deeply I had your back. I ain't let nobody talk about you to me. I don't care about no. You bisexual and that's why you're going on women. You think if I cared all about that, I would have been saying that. Well, yeah, that's why you say the worst things. I'm telling you, I got emails I can even show you. A lot of times I don't be wanting to tell you. Like I didn't even want to tell you when I got that email last week about somebody talking about a 15-year-old child. But I said, okay, I'll go ahead and tell you. See, a lot of things I hold back because it's insignificant to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't go by what nobody say about you and nobody else. I just hope that you have some alliances that will take care of you like that, have you on their wing as much as me and Lady Nika did and did some others. So I really hope you have somebody to roll with you like that. Tell the truth about it. And it is what it is. I don't either, Lady Nika, but I'm just letting them know how much I protect him when people be saying all that kind of stuff. I even said to him, they said you this, they said you that. He said, I ain't thinking about what they saying. I said, good, I'm glad you're not internalizing that. That's what I'm saying. Lady Nika said, I don't know anything about the man's sexuality, period. I just liked him and saw potential. And that's all it was with me and then with her because she said it. We just recognized that you could be okay. But no, we couldn't do nothing about that temper. But like I said, I in no way, shape, form, or fashion tried to tell you what to do. I offer a little advice, a little knowledge, a little wisdom coming from an older lady that know a little something. Trying to tell you to back up a little bit. You're right, Laura, I had his back. You think I didn't care about nobody? I still let him come up here. If I didn't have his back, he wouldn't have ran my panel. I'd have found somewhere to shut down. But it was too hard for me to do anything. But that's how much faith I had in him. Then when I came back, like I said, everybody said it was cool. He did a good job. So I didn't know he was on there talking about that young lady's family. I didn't know all that went on like that. Y'all can go ahead and like this video too. Okay? Y'all can go ahead and throw the old girl the cash out. gonna be a while for monetizer and whatever y'all want to do. If you feel the need, feel like you like me like that, and just want to bless me, go right ahead. I got a new number too. There it is. You got the number, child. You put that up too, nappy child. Yeah, yes, very. I'm not. And people say, "Oh, he being disrespectful to bless." You see, I ignored that again this morning. But we all had his back, and a lot of people came over there and watched you because of us. Lady Nick said I had his back through all his BS, and for him to come to YouTube says it one sided. So I'm done. But I want this. I'm not either. I'm just letting him know. You talking in public, so I'm letting you know in public, since everybody's saying this, how much I had your back. And no matter what people saying, I'm still gonna keep conducting myself in that same manner. But it is what it is. We don't have to go there like that no more. You're right. You don't got to have no YouTube friends. You really don't. Do solo. You were solo anyway. You would just ask us advice. We'll give it to you. Sometimes I give it to you without asking. If I feel like, okay, well, maybe this needs to go on. I mean, come on now. Nobody trying to tell you what to do. When people tell me stuff all the time, even people younger than me, and I take it under consideration. Because sometimes you got to listen to a child. I even listen to my grandbaby sometimes. Sometimes these kids will say something that might hit you. Oh, wow, like that. I have nothing at all bad to say about you. Nothing at all. Voodoo seems to think this is temporary reactions. I don't know. He has to learn not to react on temporary emotions. And then I'm thinking, well, they trolling each other like they always did, especially Miss Bizarro. She like to have fun. I'm thinking, well, they just doing what they do. I wouldn't take it as serious. You know what I'm saying? They do what they do. I just wasn't gonna let it go left like that. Y'all, when you start sounding like that, I start talking on. I said, okay, Toodaloo, go on, I gotta go. And I had to put him down because that was starting to go that way, and it was very disrespectful to me. It was. It really was. But I wanted to talk to you behind the scenes with it. So I tried to call you and answer. Now I know why. Your feelings was in a bunch. Yeah. I went and never came on live like that, said nothing like I'm doing it now because you came on live, you didn't want to answer the phone, and that's the way it was. Thank you, Sammy Dizzle. But we would have never did that to you, Kiki. We still ain't dragging you. I'm just surprised that you really found out how you really, really think of us. All you had to do was say, I don't want no advice to take into consideration. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say. Thank you for subbing to me, the original 718 Savage. I saw you in my chat, but I was upset. But well, oh yeah, she do the nail tutorials over there, y'all. We kind of catch her when I can, but I know I'll never be able to. I'm actually do the right hand. I don't think I've ever. I wanted to come over here and talk about that Josh Duggar stuff, but I had to. I don't know if y'all used to watch that 17 kid, then 19 kid. The man molested a couple of his sisters back then. I don't know if y'all watched all of that. Then the man, now years later, and they swept it under the ground. Years later, he had a child pornography coming on, going on. He was doing the most. He wasn't the Mormons for the so-called perfect family. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, somebody. Let me see. Oh, thank you for the cash app. I was saying, wait a minute, somebody doing something. Let me see. If one of these phones, I got the mail back, but that original one, oh, thank you for the cash app. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to say, Miss Tracy, thank you. I appreciate it. But now this Duggar guy, see, I want to come on here and talk about some news. I'm not always just, every time I come on, I just want to just hear about this happened, that happened. See, now I had to come on here and say something totally different that I wasn't planning on doing. Yeah, Lady Nikki in jail. Yes, indeed. I'm going to read a little bit, y'all. And I'm quite sure, a lot of people watched him. It was interesting. Okay, you said, wait a minute. Oh, I knew. Let me get back to that. He was the danger generator after we found out about him doing that to his sisters. Exactly. And they swept that under the rug. And he worked high up in the politics there in his town. But wasn't his father, wasn't the governor of that state? He was something, was he? Well, anyway, so Jessica and Ben Seawall react to Josh Duggar's arrest as Christians. We stand against any form of pornography or abuse. But, that was a weird family dynamic anyway. Okay, Josh is from that Duggar family, 19 kids and counting. It was a real big Mormon family, white family. And then when that came out, they molested his sisters and didn't get no time. And the church, everybody said they gave him counseling. He had to go stay at the pastor, somebody, and this and that. When it came out, it stopped. They took him off air for a while, and their dad started trying to shop different shows. And they did. It was about the girls then having babies and all this kind of stuff. And they slowly got big hand. So y'all don't know until just Google 19 kids and counting. But it was very interesting to see a big family like that. The son was Josh, the oldest one that had molested his sisters. Hey, Vegas girl, that was my intentions on Blessed 2 today, but I had to come back and Kiki, I still love you, but I just know I have to bag up now, okay? I just got to bag up. Yes, indeed. And they brought that up again. Remember, he was busted in the Ashley Madison sex site? Exactly. A lot of so-called people high up in politics was a part of that. A lot of them. Possibly doing to all of those kids. Yeah, they only came out with just those two sisters. And then his excuse was they had such a big family that they all were friends among themselves. And I guess he thought, date your sisters or whatever. I don't know, but then Mormons do that anyway, don't they? But anyway, Josh Duggar's sister, Jessica Seawall, because she got married, ain't Duggar no more, spoke out about his arrest on child pornography charges, claiming her Christian religion stands against abuse. We're all saddened to hear of the charges against Josh, read a statement posted Jessica and her husband Ben Sewell's Instagram stories. As Christians, we stand against any form of pornography abuse, and we desire for the truth to be exposed. Whatever they may be, our prayers are with their family as they walk through this difficult time. Back then, when it came out that he molested his sisters, his wife was sticking by him because they were saying, well, the reason why he get into, getting women, buying women and stuff, because they say, well, his wife evidently ain't behind the closed doors doing it and everything. But they say some of the ladies who prostituted themselves to him said that he was very wild in the room. He liked to doing all kind of kinky, crazy stuff. They said, why they hollering sex? He'd be calling, come on, you whore, come on, you bitch. Just crazy stuff. Like he was a true pervert. They said they never wanted to date him. He was paying good money. They say he was a freak. But then the church and the family was blaming his wife, saying that she was supposed to submit to him in any kind of way that he wanted to submit. So they blamed her. They said if she was good in the bedroom, he must have went out and did all this kind of stuff. But no, he was just a pervert. He was just weird. That's what they said about his wife, that she wasn't taking care of business. I can imagine he had that woman locked up in chains doing all kind of weird stuff. And the part of weird stuff she wouldn't allow, he would have bought him some hoes. Okay? That happens a lot in northern Arkansas, really. Yeah, so I'm going to read even some more on this. You know what I'm saying? He went and bought him some mohos. They showing him right here. He looked just crazy. Jessica, 28, the fifth oldest daughter sibling, all of whom starred on the family's former TLC reality show 19 Kids and Counting, which aired from 2008 to 2015. About their conservative Baptist upbringing, the show was scrapped when Josh, now 33, admitted to sexually assaulting underage girls, including 4 of his sisters. But they only mentioned 2. Jessa and Jill. With Jessa and Jill Dillard, I didn't know it was 4 of them. I'm just now seeing this. Let me see what that got to say. You're saying something on here. Man, this commercial, yeah, a real pervert. He was a real pervert. Thank you for the support. Hey, Miss Cruiser. Yeah, girl, they blame the woman. Always blame the woman. There's way too much expectation of women and more so on them religious people like that. Well, she didn't let him tie him up in the chains and whip her, so he went and found some hoes. Probably what they're saying. Yes, indeed. I bet it was just Josh. I wonder what happened to him as a child. I'm wondering the same thing. Because, just like the Catholics, all that come out about molesting kids, even with this big group of family too. So they big Mormon family, big, just, and they all get married young. They were taught to get married and have babies. But the girls, when they're like 15 and 16, they start doing medical stuff, like they start being midwives and all that kind of stuff. They had to learn to do all that stuff like they was Mormons back in the day. And so when they get married, they start popping out baby once a year, like their mother did with them 19 kids. Oh yeah, the daddy Jim was very, very creepy looking. Very creepy. It's a lot of racists and pervs up there. Yeah, for what I hear. I would have never knew that though about Arkansas. Yes, indeed. He's looking real girl, y'all. I'm not gonna put his picture up there though. Y'all got to go look at it on the Yahoo News because they weird. But the sisters, they baby makers. They stay home. They're supposed to stay barefoot and pregnant, so to speak. And that's what they do. Say what we know about the child pornography case against Josh Duggar, which he of course he's gonna deny it. Josh Duggar pleads not guilty. Everything we know about his child pornography charges. He did it. He did it. Yes, he did. He did that. They were all of them were weird. So when the younger ones, his sister-in-law started having babies, the two girls, Jessica and Jill, went there to be the midwife. They birthed their babies at home. Not as they had to go to the hospital if they was having problems. That's stuff. And you know what? When they went to refurbish a house or they buy a house or something to sell, all the kids, even the babies, to pick up a rock or two to help a brick or something, they'll go do all the work themselves. Their father taught them how to do anything construction wise. Those girls know how to do everything. They just like from back in the day, like kind of speak. So that's what made it interesting too. They refurbished houses. They had real estate. They had everything. Josh even had a couple car lots. They did everything. And the woman would help out. She was decided it really helped out. I think Ginger is the one with the most sense. She moved far away. She sure did with her football player. She sure did. Now he was a Mormon, but he didn't think quite like them. Sure, that's great. Real after I left school from up there. Hello. Hey, Jessica. She was close to death after the last one. Junior stopped having babies. But that's what they do. They baby makers. They barefoot, but they can do any and all kind of. It's like any and all kind of trades in their family, and they self-taught. And some of them went to school, but they're self-taught to do. Like when they had birthday parties, some of them were bakers, some of them were cooks. They just did everything, and they ran their house military for what I thought. They have the speaker talk to the house. Then when they washed, everybody just didn't have their personal clothes. You just go pick out what you want. They had a real laundromat in their house, and his mother would always be there to help out. It was just really interesting. Oh no, you're right. The girls only would wear skirts under their knee. But when Ginger married her husband, the football player, she started wearing pants because they said as long as the husband allowed that. So once they got with their husband, they can change whatever rules they wanted. But the other ones got married, their husband still demanded they always wear skirts. They always have skirts to the top, skirts to the top. You're right. And they had a tour bus, the whole family. They sure did. So when that happened, it wasn't 19 kids no more. The girls start, following them. They having babies and their husband in there. Slowly but surely, they start filming little scenes with maybe the parents in there because they didn't want to stop all that money. Just think, all them 19 kids were getting a check and the parents too. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Y'all got to. It's very interesting. Maybe y'all can go back in the archives and watch some of it, then y'all see what I'm saying. And then after that, some of their friends, church friends, because they started doing another one with 16 kids. Some of their friends had 16 kids. They might have somebody in. And they had to meet the parents and talk to the parents before they marry into a family and all that kind of stuff. They got to pretty much have the same religion. But they did some of everything, y'all. Everything. See, I've been on here 33 minutes. It's supposed to be a short video because I needed to dress. Kiki, I didn't want to dress you in public, baby, but you really came on there and put, I ain't got no YouTube friend, lady and nigga, and bless. I expect y'all. I'll never drag y'all. Well, good. Thank you for sticking to that because I'll never drag you either. But I'm on here live standing because you made a whole live, and I'm trying to figure out, wow, when all of y'all just sending me texts, told you so, told you so. No, I still wish him the best. Yeah, check that out, girl. You'll like it. Yeah, that other friend was the Bates. You're right. The Bates family. They had 16 kids at that time. All of them creepy. All of them are creepy. The Bates family. But this boy, and then the pastors and everybody, the head of the church, that Mormon part up there, they try to push stuff under the rug. But now other people that's not, in they big old church and wherever else they run, they telling it. But when is this gonna get swept under the rug? Because he know people in high places now down there in Arkansas. Because I think was his father the governor, a ran for governor down there. Son, I know he was attorney. They know a lot of people. Yes, they do. But I'm glad some of y'all know who I'm talking about. It is interesting. It really is. It said Duggar appeared virtually in court Friday and pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of child pornography charges. Judge Aaron Windeman stipulated that 19 kids and counting Star cannot reside in a home with minor children and must have third-party custodian should he be released on bond, according to Fox News and Deadline. So if he get released on a bond, which we know he is, because they got money, he can't go live in the house with his wife with the kids. He might be trying to molest them because he did the most already. On Monday, Duggar's attorney said in a joint statement that they intend to defend this case aggressively and thoroughly. Wow. In this country, no one can stop prosecutors from charging a crime, but when you're accused, you can fight back in the courtroom, and that is exactly what Josh intends to do. Read the statement from Josh, Justin, Jeff, and Travis Sturry, and Greg Payne. He's going to get off, y'all. And at this point, I don't even think he should have a bail. But he's going to have a bail. Now, y'all know if that was a ninja, they'd be thrown under the jail. Matter of fact, they'd have been thrown under jail the first time he molested some of them sisters. Yeah. Well, he got the wife just started having kids. I don't know. Did they got 6? How many kids they got? But anyway. Y'all, I ain't gonna stay on much longer. I hate that I had to come address this publicly, but then if you did that publicly, everybody's seen it. So I came back to tell you, Kiki, baby, you was wrong. Not gonna say my feelings of her. I'm very disappointed though. Yes, I am. I didn't know that you would go there with me like that. Never would thought. I never would think that he would have went there with me. But all the told you so. Y'all, please stop sending me texts and email all that told you so stuff. It is what it is. See, I didn't even put your name in my title because it's not a big deal for me to do that. But since you didn't want to talk, because I did call you at the live to let you know when I said to Lou, I had to put you down because that's maybe what made you wrong because I didn't want you to go. I told you we can talk about leak you. That's what I said. I didn't know you were going to get on here and try to go at that lady again, the young lady. I didn't know you would do that after you told me you had. No, So I wish you well. I'm not going to drag you. I don't have a reason to drag you, but I backed off. I backed off. I did. You ain't a big deal. I backed off. So be happy. They said that you got your new allowances where you can go do what you want to do, but go by all means, go do it. Go do it. All I ever did was suggest to you how to get some numbers over there. I tell you, leave these no factors alone. Then you still would mess with them. But I knew all along that that's probably what you meant. Y'all tell you, I'm sick of y'all telling. We ain't telling you what to do. We're just saying you're a grown man. A straight grown man. Ignore these ladies. That's all I would tell you and move on. Because as long as you say something, that's all. And if you wanted to take into consideration, fine. You didn't. That's all it was. So that's why you got mad this morning because I wasn't letting you go like down there on my panel with that young lady. Is that what it was? Because even when you said something along the line, y'all telling me what to do, and I said, wait a minute. I said it about 3 times. When you try to change it, so I had to come back to that. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm suggesting you. I'm giving you my opinion. It's up to you or not. But all it does is make you look bad. You don't get it yet, but you'll see. You'll see. Because I'm going to say, I just got to say, you don't get along with nothing and nobody. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I ain't got no dragon words for you. Wish you the best. I said, and then why would I? Why would I? You know what I'm saying? I keep telling you, I'm a woman, particular age, baby. That don't look right. Me, so even if I was, it still doesn't look like a straight man sitting up here. The first thing come to your mind, so you start arguing is sucking my dick, bitch. You try to say the worst thing that a man would say to a woman, and that's why they think that you something like Tommy Sotomayor. That's why they think that. Mm-hmm. I tell them, no, you was just a little high head. That's all. Okay, so with that said, Billie Jean, once again, baby, it never happened again. But I'm sorry you got attacked like that. I really didn't know. And I said I still haven't went back to watch my whole life. At this point, I don't think I am. Too many people have told me that that's what happened. I'm thinking all this time was cool. I'm thinking all this time, he basically had to take over my panel while I was trying to come back up here. I didn't know all that went on. Then nobody said in the chat, oh, because I said, how'd it go? What you did for you, that came back. And they said it was all good. Then I start saying you said something, but I'm thinking it was in the same manner that you had. I don't know who started it, but I know if some person did that you had to go to upbringing. And he said he gonna drag mothers, daddies, dead, alive, or whatever. Come on, wow. Well, you got somewhere to go do it. Your panel or anybody else that would allow it, but it's not allowed over here. So you right to leave me alone, like what you saying. I know. Well, a lot of people said that. I don't hate him. Have to take him under my wing forever. Y'all know said bless. I've been said he was no good. Well, a lot of people say that, but when you got somebody young and hot headed like that and being like that, you can't change them. All you can do is suggest things, and that's all I ever did. And that's all I know Lady Nika ever did. Well, that's what I thought too. Nana K to him and Pizarro going back. That's why y'all heard me singing. No, they troll each other. No, Pizarro don't internalize that. She having fun. She do that. And I thought he doing the same. I said, plus he just apologized to her. Then I seen something about going on with Billie Jean. I wouldn't quite know all what was going on until after the live. I said I saw a few things, but I was under the impression since I wasn't seeing, it's impossible, like I said, to see all 400 or whatever people was here. It was over 435 for sure. For sure. Now you're a good I didn't see every single comment. And I'm not trying to see every single comment because when I'm talking, I'm not focusing on there. That's why a couple of times I say, no, forget about the chat. It's going to be trolls in the chat, and there's going to be other people that you go back and forget about the chat. Me and you talking. I mean, why look over at the chat? I mean, come on now. So it is what it is, but I'm glad to know how you really feel. I will. So if you feel like you got some new alliances, you got somewhere where you can go do all that, then go do it. But that's what they saying. They say he got him some new allowances now. I said, okay, good for him. So I hope you ain't trying to do the same thing there they're just doing over here. I hope they have your back as much as me and Lady Nika did. Because in our eyes, we couldn't see you do no wrong, no matter what people said about you. We had to do this on our own. We still wish you well, though. The only difference is I won't be playing around, co-host by default. You won't be on my panel. That's true. And none of that. I won't say, well, I ain't been around, you got some tea, and vice versa. And you don't have to text me and tell me what somebody talking about me up and whatever. And a lot of times when you said that, it would be one of the people I don't talk about. I would tell you, I would always say, I don't care what they're gonna do. They can't bring me no kind of cloud or nothing. That's what I would tell you. And it couldn't. And the only thing I suggested, if you're really tired of them, like you talked about Reed this morning, I ain't got nothing against Reed. I don't know Reed. But I would start asking you questions when you start telling me, how'd you get into her in the first place? I don't know, but that's y'all business. That's y'all business. I'm not trying to fight nobody because somebody else fighting. I Reed, the Heart of Philadelphia ain't never done nothing to me. And I spoke on J Don because she was over there trying to play T again. She know good and goddamn well ain't bought no damn likes, J Don. Girl, man, you ain't never got into it. You was just tripping, thinking I was somewhere with something happening to you, or whatever at that time, y'all. And the people that be talking about that over there, they was there way before me. You know what I'm saying? Just weird stuff. I only asked the question why she could have dropped down. She still can when everybody come on and ask me, so I can ask her what's going on with that. Because never had no beef with her. And the other one, I don't know at all. I just completely pay her dust. She trying too hard to get my attention. So that ain't gonna never work. I just feel like keep taking care of your business. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. Now, I talked about my Josh Duggar is what I really wanted to come over here and talk about only. But sometimes and then the stimulus check. Is it a fourth one coming? So I'll be back later on to talk about that in the morning. And that's just how I'm going to do it. Okay. If anybody got any news stories they want me to look at and talk about, we can come on here and do it. We ain't always got to be ratchet and messy. I like stuffers and things in the news. And have y'all been watching Joplin Hernandez over there on Zeus? I'm gonna have to start looking over there because I heard them be some pretty good lives over there. And then you got the other one, and I'm about tired of hearing this. Kim Kardashian and her husband breaking up. Ain't y'all tired of hearing that? He been was tired of that family. He been was tired of that family. So I don't know what the new thing is about that. There's nothing new about that. And then the Chloe. Chloe got to know Tristan. They never wanted her. It was a booty call and for him to be even more popular. Cause let's face it, he ain't on the first string over there on his team. Let's just face it. That's her. Yeah, he don't want no old white lady. He really don't. He wanted Jordan, but Jordan didn't fool with him for real. And they think they were just jealous of her because she automatically had boobs in the butt. They would have bought all their body. You know what I'm saying? So, just other stuff I be paying attention to. And I still got to go back and finish watching the last 30, 40 minutes of Spit Boy. And then I really want to tell somebody earlier to tell me when Sir King got so-called porno bombed. And is that the reason why he had been on his new channel? See, I got questions. I got Question. Then there's one guy that went after me, been wanting to do it for a long time too. You know what I'm saying? I think they were still in their feelings because I said if something happened, it wasn't going to be, what you call it, wasn't going to be no choice. How embarrassed she is. She got to be embarrassed when the first time she pushed herself on him while his girlfriend was 8 months pregnant. Who does that? Miss Bless live earlier was a disagreement with Ken and someone in the chat that Miss Bless didn't want it to get too ugly. Yeah, I've been told him that. Y'all notice he don't come out trying to do that. I think he was trying to sneak that in there. You can say the name. No, I wasn't going for him going at Billy like that, and I meant that. And that's why I'm apologizing. I hope somebody tell her, I'm sorry that happened to you a second time. Won't be happening again. Because you claim you got that much respect for me, well, then you should have respect, and I'm actually not to do that. So, yeah, I start talking over him at the end. I said, I got to go by. No. Cause I wouldn't dare came over there and talked about somebody on your life who you don't like. And I'll tell you sometimes who people are watching, who people I never roll with. Like one time he's trying to ask me about Rita. I said, I got nothing against Rita. I just never ever was over there even when I first came on the mass train. And I don't get everybody humor, just like everybody don't get my humor, but I don't dislike her or anything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against her, and I hear what everybody say. If I got to peek, I peek. So it is. You roll with different people than I do. It's all good. I ain't mad at nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at nobody. I don't know people like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. Sacramento Oak Park blood gang member convicted of first-degree murder in 2017 shooting. He must have done something else. Yeah, I got nothing against her. None of them people. I ain't never had no problem with her. It is what it is. We're just in different places. Wow. Somebody, a validated Oak Park blood gang member was being convicted of first-degree murder from a 2017 shooting that left a man dead. The shooting happened way back September. I wonder why they just found him. I'll have to read this when I get up here. See, y'all, I'm all signed up with my local news, my Yahoo News, and all that. But anyway, I have to kiss it. Yeah, I don't dislike nobody just because I don't be over there. And I also have to explain, just because I watch some people, that don't mean I have a YouTube shit with all the people. So, and I was trying to explain that to him too one time. I say, if I post somebody because I like their live, but I always post all the people I watch, we all do that. But that don't mean if somebody I watch it regular and I'm friends with them, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You can't just jump into the YouTube shit with anybody. And y'all can see that now for just what's going on, how dark it got over here. Since that J Speech lady came here, y'all see what's happening. People get porno bombed, all kind of crazy people coming up wanting to disrespect you, all kind of stuff going on. Just because you watch somebody don't mean you got a YouTube shit with all of them. That don't mean you start running over there and DMing them and just trusting everything that they do. And I only tried to explain that to him too once upon a time. Because I seen him go a few places. I posted. I said, "How you know to go over there?" I saw you post. I said, "Okay." I said, "But it's just somebody that I watch it once in a while." So wasn't me telling you what to do. I be trying to tell you, be careful who you try to bring your circle. Be careful what you say to a lot of people too. Yeah, it was Hazel. You just got to be careful. It took me a long time to learn that too, really. And I'm still learning. Hey, sister. Yeah, I'm still learning. Me too, Miss Bless. I like to get all the alerts. Yeah, then we can keep it with the news like that, Jessica. I'll tell you, I be watching a lot of news for real, y'all. I say, okay, ooh, I will win this. Okay, yeah, I mean, and so just because you meet people, you gotta watch them for a while. That's why even with my moms, what do I tell y'all? The moms I make is people that I see here support me all the time, been around for a while. I see how they move in the chat. I see how they move in the other chats, the whole 9 yards. I'm not gonna get nobody to sabotage me. I'm not just mod up somebody and I don't know them. I met you a week ago, and I don't want to be nobody mod that just want to mod me up to beat up for what? I side eye that too. So anybody I got, I've been watching for a while, and I see how they roll in different places, and that's what I base it on. See how they roll in other places out here. And that's how I pick my minds. Like I picked him, see how he rolled, I took him on my wing. I see how he jumped on here. He didn't know how to jump on here right. I started trying to tell him, oh my God, when he first came on with something, but that's all right, man. And, calmed down quite a bit. But like I said, I don't know what that was about today. I really don't. I'm trying to figure out, was you mad? Because I didn't want to go there this morning like that. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. 51 minutes, y'all. I'm going to talk for about 9 more minutes to my hour. I'm getting off here. I'm dropping no link right here. I just want to come on here and talk. Whoo, I'm drinking a real, extremely cold strawberry soda. I usually don't drink sodas, but it looked so good when I went and got my food. I didn't feel like cooking. Me nothing to eat. I was trying to cook and eat breakfast after I got off that line. But then my husband wanted me to go with him a few places. That's what I do. Every day I'm doing something with my husband. But he drove me crazy on the road. He drove out, drove back. Oh, get over here. Why are you looking over there? Just call over. Lord, I said, I wish you could see, because I got the SUV. I said, I'm at to roll that thing back. You let me be up front, keep you busy to YouTube, but I couldn't even do that. But then again, y'all wasn't really interested to tell you about it. But maybe it can be salvaged, put on some Al Green. What? But what can be salvaged? Thank you for the 78 likes. Yeah, appreciate it. I don't really have to pull too many teeth over here. It's the right amount of likes for the amount of people that came over here. And y'all make sure y'all share. I'm almost at my 2,000. And see, I'm not being messy. Y'all see my title. Now, if I had to put something up there alluding to the mess, oh my God. See, good buddy. I want to try to do other stuff. I get around to it, but like I say, this was something extra. I'm really surprised at this. I'm really surprised at you, Kiki. Nobody done nothing to you over here, but the only thing I asked was respect me and not come over here and do that to these young ladies on my panel. I don't care who else you go, yours, whatever. That's all I asked. What was the problem? Tell me nobody trying to tell you what to do. That wasn't simply not true. Nobody's trying to tell you what to do. What I look like trying to tell a grown man what to do? I don't tell my sons, my husband that. I might suggest some things, like I said, you want to take it into consideration, you do. If you don't, you don't. Simple as that. But I was surprised you came on public like that and singled us out. I'm cool with Manny. I'm cool with Soap, but Lady Nika and Bess Watkins, I don't want to ride solo. Well, nobody ever said we was a gang in the first place. Nobody never said we rolled together like it's a gang of Cody in the first place. So what you mean? We never said that. I'm too old to have that kind of mentality anyway. We never said nothing about no, I'm cool, I roll with Manny, I roll with Soap. I don't think they're into foolishness like that either, but I've never heard them go off like that on women. Never. So I don't understand that one either. I'm cool with them too. Because they never came over here and disrespected me. And if they had something to say, they said on here on me, on the live. If they had been them this morning, they would have said that. I don't think they would have been public. So I'm cool with them too. But that's what he said. I'm cool with Manny. I'm still cool with Soap. I roll solo when you been rolling solo. You do your channel by yourself. So that you don't even need to tell me that. Then nobody said there's no gang. What do you mean you roll solo? And them two young men I've been watching me. And I trust them. You know, and they mod. Soap offered to be a mod. I like Soap. Manny been over there Lady Nika for a while. And he's very protective of her. He knew her way before you. Just I hate when people just Miss Bless is like disrespecting my grandma. There's no shade. No, I am a grandmother. That's no shade. You know, and I thank God every day that I'm still here and I pray I can be here at least another 12 years or so. I want to see my baby, my youngest grandchild that's now 7 with 8 and June, grow up and have children. Be able to wait. That would be a total blessing. I hope I can make it to my glory years. That's why I admire, who is that, Granny Love? Who else close to said Alfreda Gross? She's close to 70, Regina. A lot of them. I pray I can get there too. There's, you know, like those ladies over there do makeup. That's what they 40 and over, and makeup people over there. I admire all them. You know, I pray I can get there and they look good. So I'm proud to be a senior citizen. Some of y'all young folks that's 40 and 50 better pray y'all make it there, especially if you got children. Because a lot of these people think it's embarrassing. I'm assuming that for somebody to be able to get to their glory years. I pray I get to mine. And if the Lord said having problems, so I'm officially out of here. If I can, I'll come back later on, and I'm gonna try to set this up on my phone just in case this want to keep going crazy on me. Okay, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming. Let's get this. Let's get it popping. If I go out, I'm out. I'm gonna fix this up on my phone too, because I was on here, but I didn't know how to do no link. I don't know how to do that on my phone yet. I'm gonna learn how to do that. Miss Pizarro, tell me, girl, next time come on, you can walk me through it because you know how to do it. I don't. I want to learn how to do it on my phone. So if I'm out, I'll be able to do it on my phone. I can do regular YouTube on my phone, but I can't do this. Let's see, what is this? Thanks for coming, y'all. Big G, little old gotta go, okay? Told y'all I have a technical difficulties, disabilities. I'm disabled, technical disabilities, because it's doing it now. I'm trying to boogie woogie on out of here, y'all. Boogie woogie with this looky looky. Yeah, y'all. I really hate that my little friend came on live like that, but this was a message to you. You know, I still love you, but that's all right. We ain't got to watch each other. I already moved the mind sticks. Immediately. Immediately. Shut up. I already moved him immediately, okay? Appreciate you for even minding for me. I appreciate you very much. Ooh, listen up, bros. Oh, lady still got it, y'all. Okay, all lady still got it, y'all. Toodaloo. Toodaloo.